What will you see at Criminal Justice Day? Local law enforcement. The bomb robot. SWAT. FBI. Police vehicles. Armored personnel carriers. McGruff. Self-defense. Traffic safety. Crime scene investigation and analysis. And much more. See dozens of demonstrations and displays. What will you see at Criminal Justice Day?
Okay, what we have here is a rollover simulator that we take around to schools and businesses and whoever requests it. What it does is it basically simulates a rollover crash wearing a seatbelt, and then we do the same thing and take the seatbelt off and let them see what happens, and it's usually pretty eye-opening. Well, last year in the state of Missouri, we had 992 fatalities. That's a lot of people. And the sad thing is, if you read the reports and seen what happened, probably 3/4 of the people that died last year didn't have seatbelts on, and probably the majority of those people were ejected from the vehicle.
This is our bomb robot, and we use this to check suspicious packages, move items that are dangerous. We use it basically to look, and possibly it could be used also to disrupt a device that's dangerous. The object is to get it to not mass detonate. We want to get it to be safe. We have 6 people on a team plus a sergeant. I love it. I mean, it's a lot safer for us. Without this, we have to put a bomb suit on and go down and do a lot of hands-on stuff that this does for us now.
My dog is a Belgian Malinois. She's a drug dog that's been with our department for about 6 years. She's trained to find marijuana, methamphetamine, cocaine, and heroin, and she does it on a pretty regular basis. It's not uncommon for us to have an excess of 20 to 25 searches a month with one dog. We train weekly to keep those skills and the ability to search and find things. When she's located the source of the odor, she goes into a scratching alert. That tells us that she's at the source of the odor, and that's where it's at, and go get it, Dad. So, Dewey comes home with me. We go to work together. We're with each other 24 hours a day. And it works out well. I've been a police officer for 17 years. I've been wanting to do this my entire career, and at the point she retires, she will come home and retire with me.
My name is Dustin Calvin. I'm a forensic scientist with the Johnson County Sheriff's Office in the crime laboratory. I really like helping people, and I work in the latent print section, and I help solve crimes. Every crime scene is different. It could be a burglary, it could be a homicide, it could be a sexual assault. They're all different, and you have to go into it very open-minded, get all the information that you possibly can, and then just start in some sort of systematic order to try and work through this scene and get all the evidence possible out of the scene. I love helping people out. I love it when I make an identification, whether it's on a criminal damage to property or it's a homicide case. I love identifying those prints, and I give them the facts. Say, I processed this item of evidence, I made this identification, and it feels good to help people out. I love that. It's great, and that's what keeps me going.
Officer Bill McCombs with the Lenexa, Kansas Police Department, and I'm part of the traffic unit and motorcycle division. I currently ride the Honda ST1300 PA. A little bit different than the Harley Davidson, the traditional bike that we normally ride. We have a difference in increase in power as far as being able to accelerate, increase in stopping power. I have a radar unit where I'm able to get speeds of people in both directions, front or rear. People out there on the sport bikes, You know, this motorcycle is quick. You know, as far as how fast it goes, like I said, the speedometer says 160, but you can never tell.
When someone comes out of prison, what we do is we supervise them for their post-release. Make sure they're abiding by the rules, doing what they're supposed to do. We're helping them to become better citizens, to not reoffend, because a lot of them have a hard time building positive relationships. So that's what parole does. It's definitely a high-paced job, so you've got to be going full throttle all the time. It's never the same. There's always a new issue, and you really need to be a people person and want to help people. If somebody was wanting to get into this field, I would strongly encourage them to intern with a probation or parole office so they could see the feel of it. You've got to be ready to really get in there and jump in head first.
Why choose a career in criminal justice?
I can't think of a better line of work that has more security than what we have. There's always going to be bad guys out there.
I love my job. I mean, it's just full of adrenaline, 99% downtime, that 1% that it's just that adrenaline rush. I mean, there is no typical day in law enforcement at all. Every day is never the same. It's always different, so it's great.
Law enforcement is never routine. I mean, there's always something different about it. That's what makes it exciting.
And that's what I like about it. I don't sit behind a desk. I'm out and I'm about and I'm constantly meeting people and making connections, and it's a great job.
I really like helping people. I help solve crimes, help victims of crimes by identifying perpetrators and helping them come to justice. I enjoy it. It's a blast.
What will you see at Criminal Justice Day? On the campus of Johnson County Community College from 9 a.m. to noon. Come investigate for yourself.